Last podcast on the left is all about the facts. So when Southern New Hampshire University came on as a sponsor, it was time to do some research. Turns out they offer more than 200 online degree programs, and get this, criminal justice and psychology are some of the most popular. Classes have no set meeting times, and tuition rates are some of the lowest in the U.S. Want to learn even more about SNHU? Visit snhu.edu/last. Insurance isn't one size fits all. That's why drivers have trusted Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years. Just tell Progressive what you want to pay, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Visit Progressive.com to find a car insurance rate that works for you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
There's no place to escape to.
This is the last podcast.
On the left.
From your glade.
That's when the cannibalism started.
What was that?
I tell you what, if I was a 16-year-old working in Starbucks, yes, I know I feel like I would be invigorated by receiving health care. Oh. But if a woman is willing to shit on the floor and throw it at me, just let her use the bathroom.
Well, in Starbucks, she's allowed to use the bathroom now. You don't have to buy anything anymore. They're public restrooms surrounded by a coffee restaurant. That's all Starbucks is now.
Come on, man.
Oh, man.
At least have to sniff a crawler or something before you could use the bathroom.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't necessarily want them sniffing around before they take it. Anyway, welcome to the Side Stories, ladies and gentlemen. I am Ben Kissel, Henry Zabrowski.
Yeah, and guess what? We have a special guest that we managed to pull into the fucking studio against his will.
Oh, my God.
It's Marcus
I get
Parks.
to be special guest Marcus
You
Parks?
are special. Mark, I have to introduce. Why? You spoke before the introduction. You're special guest Marcus Parks.
Oh, my God. It's
and
me.
ladies and gentlemen, you might recognize him from last podcast on the left, Abel Against Top at page 7. And really just influential. You're an influencer.
Thank you.
Marcus
You're an
Parks is
influencer.
joining us.
Hello, everyone.
Have you been asked to sell ads on your Instagram yet?
No, I haven't even been verified on any of it yet.
I'm not verified
Disgusting.
on Instagram either.
I can't. They won't even verify me on Twitter.
Really?
Yeah.
They stopped doing it because of the Nazis. They stopped doing it because of, but I got in there early because someone was impersonating me on Instagram for a while. I became verified, and he was using some colorful language about people of certain sexual orientations.
All right.
So that's why that had to stop.
All right. Well, so first of all, thank you everyone for the response we've gotten here for Side Stories. It's a little of a kind of a bit of an offshoot of last podcast on the left, the proper show. However, unlike last podcast on the left, I just want to really clarify: there's no information in this show. Like this show is our Gabby conversation. So if you're coming for a deep dive of like a bunch of informative conversation, just listen to the show proper. This is just us hanging out as friends.
We're trying to be friends audibly on like we're trying to record that essence.
Yes.
And a part of it, it's like when we were doing, because like last week I was doing QAnon, and in the middle of it I was just like, I can't do this anymore. And a part of it, it's like we just don't have enough. It's like this is just not the place to come for all of the grisly details, unless you want to know quite a bit about my bowel habits.
Yes.
Which I can hit you with quite a bit. But we just don't have the time because of the research weight of last podcast.
Yeah,
Right.
it's quite heavy, and the research and writing time that goes into the book that's going to be coming out next year.
Yes, can't wait. So this is just a hang.
And I've been tagging.
Tagging?
Yeah, that's my big thing now is that I don't really have time to work as much anymore because I'm out there tagging.
Oh, you're tagging buildings. What's the name? What's your moniker?
Spider Ham.
Spider Ham's incredible.
I love the spectacular Spider Ham.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah,
Wasn't that a comic book?
Yeah, Peter Porker, Spectacular Spider Ham.
No kidding?
Yeah.
By the way, we all saw Deadpool 2,
Yeah.
and none of us mentioned it to each other, but we all saw it on like the same weekend. The weekend it came out. Very good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Ryan.
It was fine.
Oh, you are such a troll. You are such a troll. Ryan Reynolds is both Brooke and I celebrity cheat, so it was a little awkward. Because he is the most charming and the funniest actor that we have working today.
What I'll say about Deadpool 2 is that it's one of the rare movies where the lead person is actually the most entertaining part of the movie.
Yes.
Most of the time that those people are not, except for, I would say, a Robert Downey Jr. and an Iron Man film, because he was very good back in the day. But Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds, he's funny, and he says a bit of a quip there. back and forth. Yeah.
And he's not a billionaire who funds the war efforts.
Hey, man, he's an inventor.
Yeah, and they had like a bunch of like really cool mid-90s X-Force jokes. Like they got a little dig in on Rob Liefeld, who can't draw feet.
There was a couple of jokes in there that I knew were just way over my head, but I knew I was supposed to think they were funny because there would just be a nerd in the back being like, ha!
Yeah, I did that exact same thing. It was just like, yeah, your character created by a guy who can't draw feet. And I went, yeah.
That's how I felt about Phantom Thread. When I went to go see Phantom Thread, it was filled with it was a Brooklyn art house theater, and it was a whole audience of people going,
Isn't that?
Oh. And I was like, this isn't funny. Is this supposed to be? And then they're all talking about on the interviews with Danny Day-Lewis and Paul Thomas Anderson. They're like, this is like a departure. We try to make this really funny. And I was like,
what?
This is funny?
It wasn't marketed like it was supposed to be funny.
I don't know, man. I need to be told. You got to toss Will Arnett in at least one of the commercials for me to know it's a comedy.
I also, I was watching Roseanne, the sitcom. I like a laugh track. I've come full circle. Let me know. Just cue it up for me. I don't know what's funny anymore.
Does the new Roseanne have a laugh track?
There's a laugh track in there because she says some inflammatory things, but it's not as inflammatory because it's doused with the water of laughter.
Oh, very nice.
Yes. Oh. I do like that show. Her sister Jackie saves it because she always points out that Roseanne's a bigot.
Oh, good.
And then that's kind of the back and forth.
That is great.
Yep.
And then that's great. That is great. They're all doing very well.
Yeah. Richer than ever. That's good.
Richer than ever than they'll ever be, and they'll ever be ever again. Marcus is joining us today.
Yes.
Partially due to the fact I thought that would be fun to have a feature on Side Stories where Marcus gets to come and address the many things we are told we are wrong about in some of our episodes. And we would like to do a correction with Marcus Parks segment.
Okay, so this is going to be when Marcus is on. We do put him to work a little bit. As always. So
he's got to work. He can't not be working.
I have to work.
You have to work. But you love to work. We know that.
Everyone knows how much I love to work.
Just slow. It doesn't drive you crazy.
No. So it's not tearing at the foundations of his personality and his relationship. Yeah. No, he's fine.
Like a large rock right on my chest.
All right. Well, we got a solid minute for this segment of corrections. So what are some of the corrections?
One of the corrections, I have to correct myself on this one, and I corrected you on something, Ben, and I was wrong.
Hey, all right.
I got to admit, right up top, George Harrison was briefly a Hare Krishna.
Well, let's move this segment to 5 minutes long. I'm liking how it's starting. I knew he was a Hare Krishna.
He was briefly a Hare Krishna. I got the Maharishi and Hare Krishna a little confused. So yes, Ben, George Harrison was briefly a Hare Krishna.
And you, my friend, will never be living that down. I wouldn't have known that I was right unless you told me I was correct.
Well,
but my friend, you are wrong. Let it sink in. Yes.
I've got some things that you've said that were wrong.
Well, not when...
Because this isn't just Marcus Parks corrections. This is everybody corrections.
Okay. Well.
Oh, good. The finger goes around. I know that the Bach, we were confused about which Bach it was. That it was not, let me tell you, so Barbara Bach is not Catherine Bach. Catherine Bach was from Daisy Duke.
And what he's talking about is on the Mark David Chapman episode, we talked about the Playboy that Mark David Chapman read on the way from Atlanta back to New York City. He read a Playboy with the John Lennon interview in it, and we said the wrong Bach. Or we didn't say the wrong Bach, we identified the wrong
right
Bach.
One.
Well, I said the right one. There's a certain Bach that's on the cover, and the Bach that Henry thought it was the Bach from Dukes of Hazzard.
Okay.
But it was a different Bach. And the amazing thing about this Bach is that the Bach that was on the cover of the Playboy that Mark David Chapman read,
Sebastian Bach.
No, his tits are too flat.
This Bach ended up later marrying your favorite Beatle, Ringo Starr.
No kidding.
Yeah, no kidding.
Synchronicity.
Wow.
So it was a synchronicity right there.
Ringo is the best. Always on time with both the drum and location. He just never caused any waves. People have to just study Ringo. Do what I do. Attach yourself to talented people and just show up. And then they just have to keep you on. And just
because
don't rock
now
the
you're
boat.
permanent. Because he's a permanent fixture, and then what were you going to kick Kissel off the podcast? And they're like, it's not going to be the same anymore.
Right.
But at the same time, you get grandfathered in.
I did I Googled my name on Reddit, or I didn't Google my name. That's how powerful Google is, isn't it? I searched my name on Reddit, and overall, fairly good response. A couple of people being like, why is he there? But then the audience is so nice, and they say, he represents us. And I say, I do represent you in the fact that I don't know what I'm talking about either. So it's perfect.
It's nice that we can admit that we're wrong.
Sure.
Because it shows that we're growing. And you know what it shows? I guess this is growing up.
Now, who sings that one?
Blink 182.
What was the sad song that Blink 182 had?
Adam's song.
Adam's song. He
was about
did not make
divorce,
it. Oh
right?
no, it's about suicide. Yes.
Wait, which one was it? I think Adam's song was both about divorce and suicide.
Okay, it's kind of divorce is the
182's
suicide of love, so that makes a lot of sense.
When you type in Blink 182 sad song.
Blink 182
says-
divorce song is "Stay Together for the Kids."
Yes.
Oh yeah,
That's the most-
here's your holiday. Yeah,
Oh,
that
my-
one.
That is the most on point song about divorce ever. Stay together for the kids.
Ben, their anger hurts my ears. Been running strong for 7 years. Rather than fix the problems, they never solve them all. It makes no sense at all. I see them every day. We get along, so why can't they? If this is what he wants and this is what she wants, then why is there so much pain?
I'm going to Google Blink 182 net worth real quick here because I have a feeling they're richer than God.
I never thought I'd die alone. I laughed the loudest who'd have known. I traced the cord back to the wall. No wonder it was never plugged in at all. I took my time. I hurried up. The choice was mine. I didn't think enough. I'm too depressed to go on. You'll be sorry when I'm gone.
Each member of Blink 182 is worth $60 million. So there you go.
I never conquered when you came. 16. Just held such better days. Days when I still felt alive. We couldn't wait to get outside. The world was wide. Too late to try. The tour was over. We'd survive. I couldn't wait till I got home to pass the time in my room alone.
That's so sad, isn't it?
It's really sad.
Just get back out there. Have fun with your friends. All right,
the
other
album-
corrections.
Next correction, Ben, this is a correction for you.
Doubt it.
The Hemsworth brothers are Australian, not English.
Come on.
It's different. It's a different country. Adam's song took place on the album Enema of the State.
I know. What was the name of the porn star on there?
I can't remember what her
Janine.
name was.
Janine, yes.
but she took a
Janine,
hard
was it
fall.
Janine? Was it just Janine or was it?
No, I think she was a one-namer. I think she was a one-name.
Janine Evans?
No.
I don't remember that one.
Janine Lindemeyer Mulder.
I
Janine
think it was-
Linda Mulder. That was the one. Oh, my penis just remembered.
All right. Yes, the Hemsworth brothers. That's right. Australian. I remember that now.
Yes.
They are handsome.
Yes.
I love
Very,
him as
very
Thor. I can't believe there's two of them. Isn't that weird?
You know what? Every day I wake up and I thank God that there's two of them, so that there's enough.
Yeah.
I want there to be enough of them.
Well, I mean, it's just, they're twins, right? Are they twins?
I don't think so.
No, they're not twins.
No, I
Okay.
don't think. No.
Well, we'll have a corrections on this episode, next episode. Not twins.
I have another correction. This is for me. This is from our black metal episode. When pronouncing Elvish words, the C is always hard.
All right. We are children. Yeah. Okay,
These
got it.
are hard. Also, and then remember we learned last time is it's Frasier, bruh.
I was about to get to all the
right.
Dennis Nilsson corrections because there are quite a few for the Dennis Nilsson episode.
Well, just with mispronunciations and stuff like that?
Just general, just a
Okay.
whole bunch of different things.
All right.
Yes, Fraserburg is, as Henry said, pronounced Fraserburg.
I like Fraserburg better. It makes me think of Frasier naturally, and I just feel like he's the mayor.
Fraserburg.
Fraserburg?
Fraserburg.
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 I don't know. I think get their tongue to do all that wavy stuff.
Fraser, drowning boy. The story of a drowning boy.
I don't like it.
It's from licking the knees of an older man.
Did not know that.
Found out what a magic sponge is.
Uh-oh. Is it what we said it was?
Yeah, it's
No.
a sack of nuts.
No, magic sponge. It's a facetious phrase used in the UK because you know how a lot of soccer players will fake injuries. Flopping around. The magic sponge is that they come out with a sponge in a bucket of ice water, and the reason why they call it a magic sponge is because they'll just kind of sponge whatever injury the person is faking, and that magically makes it all better.
It is actually hilarious watching soccer, and then it's like when you get injured in God of War. where you just like step on something green and you're immediately healed.
Yeah.
It's very like video game-esque because they're not really injured.
Not injured at all.
Good actors, though.
Yeah,
Very good Italian actors.
Yes.
They always pretend to cry and shit. Are you done with being haunted by Dennis Nilsson? Because after a while, like when I did, like Mark David Chapman got to me emotionally from reading about it. And then Dennis Nilsson did the same thing. And a part of me has been thinking quite a bit about his office life and what that must have been like of him just every day coming in, obviously reeking of corpses.
Yep.
And no
Right.
one saying anything, just assuming it's just because he's got weird guy smell.
Yeah, that's a good point. Does corpse smell stay to you? I mean, it's got to be on his clothes and everything, right?
Oh yeah, corpse smell
the hell
definitely
do you
sticks
deal with
to
that?
you. I don't know. I guess a whole bunch of deodorant because no one ever talked about his office smell. The only thing they really talked about him in the office, his office behavior, what he was known for. He was known for being very clever. People actually liked him, and he was extremely liberal. He was super left wing, and he would just harangue his co-workers constantly about left-wing politics, and specifically would talk about Margaret Thatcher all the time, which makes him pretty like it was a whole common thing in the 80s, like musicians saying about how much they hated Margaret
Right.
Thatcher. You cannot read a comic book written by a fucking British writer in the 80s without some story about how evil Margaret Thatcher is.
Sneak it in
Alan
there.
Moore. Alan Moore woke up from a dead sleep how many times going, Margaret Thatcher! Like, he's so mad.
Oh yeah, Alan Moore, Grant Morrison, Neil Gaiman, all of them. But especially Alan Moore is just like Margaret Thatcher.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck
Hates
it,
him.
Margaret Thatcher.
Well, I wish I could be better at the accents.
There were maybe so I guess so he wasn't as bad in the office as I assumed he would be.
he was
He's still
fine.
a fucking jerk off. I'm certain there's on some level he's still like not the funnest guy, but he was like clever. He was very like punny and funny, but
Right.
he would have like a hard time just interpersonally.
Yeah,
as
I
you'd
really-
imagine.
Yeah, absolutely. Creepy guy.
Yeah,
We get
you're
into-
right.
I guess this is going to come out before the next episode.
This will come out before
So,
episode 2.
Just a little foreshadowing. The plumbing is stuffed. Oh my God. That I can't get that out of my head. You will listen to that and it's like, Jesus.
Yeah.
It's craziness.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy, it's fucking terrifying.
I don't like
Yeah.
him.
He had one friend in the office, one woman that he said he had warm feelings towards, and a lot of the women actually really liked him because he was like the gay guy in the office.
Okay.
And he was openly gay, actually. He showed up to the Christmas party with Twinkle. Yeah, the boy that he lived with before the
Well, he
murders
was 18.
began.
He was 18.
He was 18. Yeah. And
I'm not going to put him that far above a boy, though. He had the mentality of a 16-year-old.
he is not that. We actually joke about this in the live show, which, by the way, we got a bunch of shows coming up. Hope to see you all in Clusterfest in San Francisco. Cannot wait. But it's like whenever there's an adult scene, a porno, and it's like a teenager, it's really you only got 2 years. It's 18 to 19 year. I don't like the term teenager. It's just an 18-year-old or 19-year-old because it's a 60% chance that it's not legal. So
Yes.
18 to 19.
It's very difficult to get in there. You just got to get in those years. But they're still children. Even 18, 19, they're still children. And so when he took him to the Christmas party, and then people then from then on would be like, "Are you gay, Dennis?" And then he'd go, and he would just smile. Like his big thing, he liked to respond by just like, "Am I or am I not?"
I like that. Answer a question with a question. That's a good way to get out. All right. Any other corrections?
many more.
Oh,
It's the majority of our life.
yeah.
Oh, yes. In response to the claim that we made about Dennis Nilsson being the only serial killer with a dog, he was not the only serial killer with a dog.
Okay.
Ian Brady and Myra Hendley had a dog named Puppet.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, but that's like the closest one because we covered the rest in the actual this episode, which we'll talk about. Is because we talked about how because John Wayne Gacy had a dog as a boy.
I cut all that out.
Oh, you cut all that out?
Yeah,
Why?
because it didn't work with the flow of the episode. It was like 2 minutes past.
Yeah, but you just covered. That's why I did that. That's why I did that. So I wouldn't find myself in these
cover it here on
scenarios.
Side Stories.
Yeah, we can cover here on Side Stories.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Well, it's like I did look it up while we were doing it. And I said all of this shit. I didn't know that he didn't get to you because I don't listen to all the episodes.
Yeah, John Wayne Gacy had a dog as a child.
Yeah.
And I think everyone has a dog as a child, though.
Yeah.
No. Some people don't. Holden didn't because animals react adversely to him.
Holden had a friend with reptiles, so that was like his version of having a dog.
Yes, John Wayne Gacy had a dog as a child. I looked all this shit up. I wasn't wrong.
You read a Wikipedia article.
Yeah, which is where the other fucking idiots found the information too. That's where everybody finds information.
But you still missed the only ones that had the dog as adults. Is Mira Henley and Ian Bruce.
Mira Henley?
They were the Moores murders.
Which we have to do. That's the thing. I don't find myself responsible for any information that's outside of one of our episodes until we get to it. It's like up until then you can tell me I'm wrong, but once we get to that episode, then we could talk about it. Yeah, I have to talk about the Moores murders. That's a good episode.
We haven't covered those yet, huh?
Yeah, we did.
We did cover those.
Yeah, Horrors of the UK.
Ah, yes.
But it was a very, very small, very, very tiny overview. Because remember, that was when we were doing that in anticipation of our UK tour. The first one that got canceled.
That's right. That's right. Yes, not for lack of sales. I forget why that got canceled. I think
it was because of lack of sales.
It was because of lack of sales.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, because they were putting us in like venues that we can fill now. But 5 years ago, we were nowhere near the, because remember 5 years ago, because they rebooked us and we ended up playing in that abandoned bakery in Manchester, right next to Strange Ways.
Yes.
That was more appropriate for us.
That's right. We performed right by the prison that held Bronson. That place was truly horrifying.
That was
great.
I
think that's my favorite venue I've ever performed in.
Me too.
Yeah.
That Manchester venue was so fucking cool. It looked so evil. We had such a good night there,
That was so fun.
I want to go back. I want to go back to Manchester.
Yeah,
we'll have to at some point. We'll do it in the not too distant future.
Yeah, not too. Yeah, I think we spend maybe like less than 24 hours in Manchester.
Yeah.
We were just in and out, so we didn't really get to experience much of the actual like nightlife of it. But the venue was amazing. It was how many people were there? Maybe like 100.
Yeah, it was chill, man.
If even that, and it was on a slightly elevated stage in this like old bakery that had a World War II bomb shelter in it. And a lot of people, when they got there, they were like, this is a dangerous neighborhood.
Yeah, we were like, oh, okay, very nice. Very nice.
We shouldn't be here right now.
Yeah, they were horrifying. But just
I love that kind of shit.
By sheer ignorance, we got like street cred. Be like, yeah, we know. We're fine.
Yeah. All I do is walk into the hardest neighborhoods of the world. That's what we did.
And that was the one where we thought we were getting driven around for free, and then it turns out we owed the guy a lot of money.
Yeah,
we did not know that until he looked at us like with puppy dog eyes, be like, "I'll have my money now."
Yeah, he's
like, "Oh, we have to pay you." Okay,
he's like, "Yes, you owe me 800 pounds for the last 4 days."
Where is that boy?
I don't know.
He was very nice.
What was his name?
Chandler?
Man. I don't remember. All I know is we
I think it was
saved him from
Krevin.
sleeping. All I know is we saved him from sleeping in the van. Do you remember they wanted him to sleep in the van? And we're like, he's got to have a bed.
Yeah,
he's got to drive us for like 10 hours.
So we had to get him a hotel. This was when we were in the UK.
Man. We had no money.
We had nothing. Yeah, we had nothing. But the people who booked us hired a driver for us to drive us from Glasgow to Manchester and then down to London.
They got us a driver that we had to hire.
Yes, they got us
that we had to hire.
Yes,
but we didn't know though at the time.
Yeah, they just called a guy and said, "Show up."
And I kept on getting hammered and giving him like $40 because I was like, "Oh, this is a nice tip." I didn't realize we were like, "Oh God." Anyway, he was a sweet kid.
He was a super sweet guy. Yeah. But yeah, he got us all the way there, and then at the end we discovered we owed him pretty much all of the money we made on Mark.
Yeah. We'll call that one breaking even.
I'll always remember him as I was sitting up front and you guys were asleep and he was just sitting there and he was just like, me and my girlfriend are going on a vacation this year. And I was like, oh, where you guys going? She's like, we're going to Poland. We're going to see Auschwitz. And I was like, oh, man.
Oh, that's
so you guys going to have fun, huh?
Yeah, that should be The thing about Auschwitz is it's they got those two dueling hot dog stands outside of it, which I think is completely inappropriate. I really do.
I want to go there so bad.
It would be fascinating.
People need to eat.
I just don't think that. But
you can't have a commissary. Like
no,
I actually think a hot dog.
They actually do though. They have like vending machines and stuff there.
Really?
Yes.
You gotta eat, man. You're out there all day.
Yeah.
It's like I guess you're not. I guess it's not. I know it's like the history of it is bad. I mean, you should not be necessarily. It shouldn't be like a big turkey leg like you can get at a Ren fair. But
I mean, but like, do you need a hot dog? Like, do you want a hot dog? It's also my only impression. You want a hot dog?
You remember that old catchphrase?
Yeah.
You want a hot dog?
Yeah. But no, the answer is no. Anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know. I get hungry in a lot of weird circumstances, and I wonder if it's just an emotional response.
Honestly, that's a good point. As soon as I'm stressed, immediately hungry.
I eat a lot when I'm stressed as well.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is an all-in-one website platform that helps you stand out online. Yes, that's right. You don't have to smash your face with a hammer. You can just start a business. It's got everything you need on Squarespace, from securing your domain to building a professional site and showcasing your work all in one place. Let's say you want to show everybody how you can carve your ribs out of your lower abdomen so that you look more like a Ken doll. That's amazing. You can bring your vision to life with AI-powered design or curated templates, plus flexible editing tools that helps you create something that truly reflects your style, especially if you are somebody that is trying to corrupt the young men of America. That's what Squarespace is really going to help you. Squarespace makes it easy. It makes it easy for you to put all that together, and you just go to Squarespace and do it all. Thanks, Braden. Head to squarespace.com/left for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use offer code LEFT to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Is there anything better than a summer evening outdoors? Enjoy your space to the fullest with new greenery from Fast Growing Trees. I love a big, thick bush. Fast Growing Trees is America's largest, most trusted online nursery, and they can send me a big, thick bush any time of the day. It arrives at work. It arrives at my car. I can pinpoint on a Google map where it is. Send me a big, thick, brown bush. And they send it immediately when they have it, because sometimes the shaver comes to town. I remember one time I ordered a cherry wood tree from Fast Growing Trees, and my God, I couldn't cut it down no matter what my father told me to do. I had to lie to him about it, and next thing you know, I became the first president of the United States of America. And even you can become the first president of the United States of America with Fast Growing Trees. Right now, get up to half off select summer planning essentials, plus get an additional 20% off your first purchase with code LEFT at checkout. That's an additional 20% off at fastgrowingtrees.com with code LEFT at checkout. Offer is valid for a limited time only. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey there, everybody. Is your cell phone bill too much money? Are you getting that bill and you're like, hey, what is this? I can't believe for what? For 5G? Are you crazy right now? $100? I don't even barely got any bars when I'm just sitting in my living room. Okay? You don't have to deal with that anymore. Are you ready for this? $15 a month. That's right. $15 a month on Mint Mobile. Yeah, baby. Get their wireless plan, because they're just sitting there on the T-Mobile 5G network, and it's just $15. Your whole life, you're just paying all this money every month. You're like, why? Where's it going? It's going to these phone companies that are robbing you. So go to Mint Mobile. Let them help you talk to your mom. So get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month. Go to mintmobile.com/LPOTL. That's mintmobile.com/LPOTL. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/LPOTL. That's it. There's no catch. Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, $180 for 12 months. Plan required, $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when the network is busy. Includes up to 20 gigabytes hotspot. Capable device required. Availability, speed, and coverage varies. See mintmobile.com. All right, I know what you're thinking. I like to go banking, but I don't want to give to these big old banks all the time that cater to the 1%. Well, go ahead and get yourself hooked up with Chime. It's banking built for you, not just those rich jerks. And they got thousands of fee-free ATMs, because why pay to get your own money? Chime is working for you, man. You get your Chime card, you're going to get travel perks, you're going to get into airport lounges, you're going to get those chicken thighs. You know, every time I go to an airport lounge, I get chicken thighs. And you know what I say whenever I see a plate of chicken thighs? Give me more. Chime's going to get you those chicken thighs in these lounges, all right? Sure, they could serve other types of meat, but why would you when chicken thighs are so delicious? Chime is not just smarter banking, it's the most rewarding way to bank. Join the millions who are already banking fee-free today. Head to chime.com/left. That's chime.com/left. It only takes a few minutes to sign up. Chime is a fintech, not a bank. Banking services for Chime Card provided by Chime's bank partners. Optional products and services may have fees or charges. Stated cashback for Chime Prime only. No minimum balance required. Checking account ranking based on JD Power Survey published October 20th, 2025. For more information on travel perks, go to chime.com/disclosures.
Next correction, and this isn't necessarily a correction, this is just a misconception that we had.
Okay.
The First Minister of Scotland, Ruth Davison, is gay. And the Irish Prime Minister is gay. And Ireland legalized gay marriage.
Yes, before we did.
Yeah,
That's right.
They say the Ireland is post-Catholic these days.
Well, and everyone's praising the Pope because he did tell a gay person that's how God created him. Mm-hmm. And people are really praising the Pope.
Whoa, I'm so happy the Pope said it.
I know.
Oh, yay.
I will say, like, when you set the bar like 100% bigoted, like as soon as you just like slightly say something nice, you get a lot of praise.
Like, hey, you're a human. Wow.
Whoa. I can't believe it.
That's so great.
I
He
can't
admitted
believe
he
it.
was human.
When did they also like just apologize for their treatment of the Jews during the Holocaust? Like, didn't they just do that?
I will say Pope Francis is doing some corrections of his own.
Yeah.
So that's good.
I think John Paul apologized for the whole Nazi thing.
Okay, good.
Yeah, but when he did,
I do think Pope Benedict rescinded it, though.
back because he was just like a muttering like bookmark of a person by the hand, right? Like, didn't they just get him up, like slide him into his suit, and he'd be like drooling all over himself, and then
Pope Mobile. Yep, he was really the big. I think Pope Francis is doing pretty well, but I think Pope John Paul was the biggest that I remember. People loved him.
Yeah, he was around for so long.
Yeah, that's right.
He got shot, didn't he?
He did. That's why he had the mobile.
Yeah, the Pope Mobile.
Yeah.
he's trying to quit. The new Pope is already saying it's time for him to quit.
No, Francis is
Pope
saying
for
that
like
because
3
Benedict
years.
already quit. Francis is going to quit too?
Yeah, he said he's going to quit.
Whatever happened to Pope for life?
Yeah.
Nope.
All right. Well, that's crazy. I guess maybe Benedict started a new trend.
I suppose so.
All right. Wish our Supreme
guess-
Court justices would take note.
Yeah.
I just don't really understand how you can just quit. How can you just quit? I thought the whole point is that you stress your whole life, then it's like, I don't want to be Pope anymore. You fucking
I don't know,
bullshit
man.
Fucking piece of fuck. I don't care about any of these idiots.
I don't know if there's a law that says you have to be Pope until you die.
No, Benedict.
I'm making it so. I hereby declare that it should be a law that popes stay until they are doddering, shitting their pants, and they can't even get their ruby slippers on.
Well, all right. I think that was the way for quite a while.
And our final correction today. Highest body count
In the UK or just total?
in UK, Harold Shipman.
I responded myself to this because Harold Shipman to me is a Doctors Who Kill category.
Right,
Like,
right.
I know, not like, yes, it was 215, but he did it like it was interpersonal, and a lot of it was for money. And like, yes, he took some trophies and shit, but for me, for my money, Dennis Nilsson's more of a capital S, capital K serial killer.
Well,
Shipman did a lot more. It was like an industrial a move to kill people.
Well, yeah, because Shipman never killed outside of the hospice, right?
Yeah. But I'm
That
not
is weird.
I think you're splitting hairs here, though.
I am splitting hairs. That's the whole point. That is literally what I'm doing. That I'm saying that is how I believe it. It's like, yes, technically he's a serial killer and he had a methodology, but I don't know if he had the same. I mean, obviously I would like to, we will research him and cover him at some point, but in terms of like actual in-depth, like deep fantasy life and the way Dennis Nilsson lived and the ritualistic way that he murdered people, like it's just in terms of branding, I would put him in a Dr. Seuss.
I see where Henry's coming from as well, because did Shipman see himself as like a Kevorkian?
Well, I think
did he see himself as a angel of mercy?
I mean, that's how most nurses and doctors who kill see themselves, and I think it's still a fantasy. It's just a different kind of fantasy, and I guarantee you, Shipman had a full bone every time he put that needle.
You
in.
think so?
Oh yeah,
we'll have to do a deep
to.
dive on him sometime soon.
Oh yeah, I'd like to. I'd love to do Doctors Who Kill anyway, like that whole thing. But I just think that you can break it down into different categories. I feel like that there's obviously ways to talk about the way people think about stuff. It's like the difference between a mass shooter, like constant shooters, and you'd have somebody like Berkowitz. Like there's a difference where it's like one is like a spurt. It's like a thing. It's a one moment. It's about getting attention. Where Berkowitz was like living he had a methodology and all like a philosophy in his inner life attached to what he was doing.
It is weird when they got like Nilsson, when they got the bodies in the home. Mm-hmm. That is a little bit different than like a Shipman, where I guess he clocks out and he's no longer a serial killer. Or how did they even find that guy? How did they figure out that he was killing everybody?
I think how it happened was they started noticing that as soon as Shipman saw a patient, they ended up dead very, very soon afterwards. So they went and they don't quote me on this. Don't give me a correction on this one if I'm wrong. Because when we do the episode, I will do it right. But I think they found out that some of his patients were dying mysteriously, and then they went and exhumed a bunch of his other patients and found that they all had the same chemical in their bodies. I think that's what it was. And that might have been, I know one doctor or nurse who got caught that way. I think it was Shipman, but I'm not 100% sure.
That would make sense. That would make sense.
That make a lot of sense. I'm looking at his Wikipedia page right now, but it's like, it's insane. It's like diamorphine is what he was doing. It's all kind of bullshit. But I just feel like there's a spiritual difference between the two.
I understand.
So it's like the difference between, like, say, like a straight up like sexual serial killer, a Black Widow, and a Doctor Who Kill. Like those are all three like kind of different sorts of things.
Because I believe that their motives are a part of. Why are crimes committed? Because it's a part of like going all the way back to like, why are we here? Why did he have 215 bodies? A lot of it had to do with money. Like, yes, he had.
He was getting
pathology.
money from the people. What, did you have him sign a bunch of documents or something?
Yes, he was like working into getting in their wills. He was taking the money. He was taking their stuff. He was doing stuff. So I think a lot of it was money motivated. I'm sure obviously he had psychosexual problems that were built into it, which is what happens when you kill 215 people. But I think that it's same thing with Black Widows. Black Widows have a very concrete motive. The thing about serial killers, like when we talk about Dennis Nilsson, is his motives are complex to the point where there is no direct motive. There is like the direct motive is a fantasy. So it's not like he doesn't get anything out of it. He just made his life worse by killing people.
Yeah.
Shipman was using it in a way to make his life better.
And that's what we talk about on this week's Patreon episode. We have a great interview for anyone who has given to our Patreon. Please give. We interviewed Trey and Barbara, the director and co-director of Evil Genius, the Netflix docuseries. And the whole thing is like, it's possible this one guy, what's his name, Rothstein?
Bill Rothstein.
It's possible this whole thing was just his fantasy that he wanted to come to life so that Marjorie would love him. I mean, there's so much crazy stuff out there. Who knows? Motivation is very difficult to prove.
Very much so.
All right. Well, there's some
corrections. But I think it's important because you can't separate the two. I watched Red Dragon last night, and that's what they talk about quite a bit. It's about motivation. And Hannibal Lecter, ooh, he's scary. And he's so hungry. Yum, yum. Not a good film.
Honestly, you eat worse than Hannibal Lecter, and he ate humans.
Yeah.
Wait till we go to fucking Rome. Buddy.
I'm horrified. You know, in Italy, they have a dish where it's just a sheep's head. And then you just dig in, but I can't do it, man.
Oh, dude, Iceland does it too. Iceland
just a sheep's head?
They love the boiled sheep's head. Yeah. Apparently, the food in Iceland that our buddy Ragnar,
of course,
the food over there, because he's a food guy over there now.
Oh, is he?
Oh yeah, yeah,
great.
real big food guy over there now.
Iceland has some of the most incredible. Like they have these destination restaurants that are people going all over the world. They have like 2 or 3 of the best restaurants in the world. in
I know
Iceland.
it's like totally
but it is all the
hypocritical.
type of stuff that Henry loves to eat.
I'm like such a hypocrite. I understand. I should be able to look my food in the eye and eat its face. I just can't. I'm not a Miami homeless person. I can't just gnaw on people's faces. I can't gnaw on animals' faces. But I understand that I shouldn't eat meat then.
Yeah.
But, it's just hard to pick a cheekbone off while you're staring in the eyes.
Rome is about pasta and organ meats.
Ugh.
And I'm going to show you guys. It's going to be this place that we're going. Also, it's kind of like a northern Rome. One restaurant I picked that we're going to go. Oh, man, we're going to get so much fucking feet meat, dude.
I hope we survive.
I've always kind of wanted to eat an eye.
Yeah,
Well,
buddy.
you can.
Can I do that?
Yeah, of course. They pop.
Yeah, that's why I want to
Get
eat
them.
it.
You boil them and then they pop.
No.
Like they have like a thing where it's like I did this shooter once. It was bacon wrapped in sort of like a cylinder, like a thick cylinder filled with a tube of lamb's brains. And but the problem is that you really got to eat it all at once because if you bought it, which I made the mistake of, is I bit it in half and the shot of brains hit me right in the back of the throat.
I don't like it.
And that was rough because they really has to sit.
Have you ever eaten eyes?
No, because my mom stopped doing, because it was this very Italian thing, and my mom never did it. She never did the goat head bake that you can do, where you pop out the eyes. But it's supposed to be, obviously it's going to be a complex flavor.
Yeah, I guess so. There's a documentary. It's about this guy Richard Turner. He's the blind magician, and he eats an eye in it.
Delt is fucking crazy, dude. He's blind as shit.
Yeah.
He's blind as shit. He learns how to fucking, he's doing all these
crazy.
up close card tricks, completely blind. Also became a black belt in some form. I forgot what the form of black
right.
shit. And a part of it is in order to get it, they have to beat you in. You have to fight 10 guys. And he's like, they're like, hey, we know how hard you work. We're going to give you the belt. We know you're going blind. He's like, let me do this myself.
Yeah.
And so they just beat the fuck out of him. He had to fight 2 guys with a broken arm.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. The guy's
that's great.
He's a badass dude. And you got to check it out. You have to check out Delt. He's all blind all the time. He's like Daredevil.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see here. Anything else? Thank you for the corrections, Marcus. I would love to point out that I was correct about George Harrison. Indeed, he was a Hare Krishna. And the Hare Krishnas, not the worst people. They come to Midtown, or they go to Union Square here in New York when it's nice. They don't want to be here when it's cold. And, they're okay. A little annoying.
They like to,
but,
they dance in a circle.
Yeah, they do that. They're relatively peaceful, though, I think.
We try our absolute hardest to be correct at all times. We do a lot of double check and fact check and things like that. But you know what? When you got a show coming out every week, it's hard.
When you talk as much as we do, I think we actually do pretty good.
Yeah.
On all the shows here on the Last Podcast Network.
Yeah, I feel like we could be doing worse.
Oh, yeah.
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 But yeah,
far as
I'm
corrections go,
excited.
yeah.
So I guess, yes, of course, keep the corrections coming. They're going to come anyway. So I say keep them coming. And so we're going to do this because a part of it's we're staying vigilant. We're staying strong. We're going to keep doing this. Maybe every once in a while, we're going to have Marcus in here to do this and give us a corrections roundabout.
Yeah, whenever you're done, working extremely hard on the book.
Man, I'm so looking. Next 2 weeks, man. Next 2 weeks is just I'm gonna be an author for the next 2
know.
weeks. You guys are gonna be off in Italy doing your thing. I'm just gonna be in my little office, click, click, tackety, tack, tack, tack.
For some reason, I just picture you corncob pipe, no clothes but cowboy boots, and you just kind of walk around with a lot of confidence. And
I just sadly see you be like, I'm not going to hurt you, Caroline. I'm not going to hurt you. I'm just going to bash your fucking brains in.
yeah, don't do that. Don't go full Nicholson. As a matter of fact, I don't think you have a door in your bathroom. No, you do have a door in your bathroom. It just doesn't lock.
Actually, we in our apartment we have one door.
That's right.
In the entire apartment on my office. And we did not realize until the day we moved in, like, oh, this apartment doesn't have doors.
Yeah.
Open concept. Open concept.
But at least you guys are nude a lot and you don't have that many guests.
We don't have that many friends left here in New York City.
I know all of you have abandoned us.
Nah, man. We're just spreading it around, dude. You guys gotta we'll be chilling out and hanging out more on either coast together.
Yep, we're gonna be all over this great state of ours. Country. It's a country. Oh my gosh. All right, everyone. Well, thank you so much for listening to Side Stories. Hail yourselves. We appreciate it. Anything else?
Don't forget, we have tickets on sale for our San Diego Comic-Con show. You can go get ticket link for that at lastpodcastonTheLeft.com.
I don't know. I want to dress up. I want to be in the comic.
You want to cosplay?
I want to I'm not going to call it cosplay. I'm going to call
what
it being
is.
cool. I'm just going to call it being a cool guy. And I want to be like Juggernaut or something.
You know what you'd make a pretty good
Colossus
version of?
What?
Groot.
You would be a pretty good
But Groot is so thin.
No,
He's thick.
He's thick.
And then all I have to say is I am Groot.
Young Groot is thin.
Oh, man. Groot is so funny. Vin Diesel, speaking of money, $20 million I think he got for that.
It's great.
But he did learn how to say I am Groot in like six different languages.
It's nice.
And did you see that one kid? He had to write a story from the perspective of a superhero, and then he said, I am Groot, and then the whole thing was just, I am Groot.
Oh, my God.
And he had to get an A, because he did it right.
Yeah, it is very smart.
Yeah,
that
it was
is
very
very
funny.
smart.
That was very funny.
I always like kids that, find a way to cheat, but it's also allowed.
And I love the new Avengers movie. It was great.
I didn't see it yet, so it doesn't matter to me. I know how it ends.
I'm a big comic book guy.
Yep.
Love
I
love my
haven't
Marvel
seen
movies. Spider-Man Homecoming, best comic book movie ever made.
You think so?
I think so.
Spider-Man?
Spider-Man Homecoming. Well, I wouldn't say best comic book movie, best Marvel movie ever made.
Really?
Easily. Spider-Man
I thought
Homecoming.
Deadpool was
No
better.
way.
No,
I don't like Spider-Man.
Deadpool's kind of outside. That's the Fox or the Sony universe. Out of the
Dark
Marvel
Knight.
studios. Oh, no, I mean Marvel comic book movie, not all comic book movies.
Just Marvel. What else is a Marvel one? I don't
like Iron Man, Avengers. Did you watch the new Spider-Man?
I did. It was very good. It was
I don't
very
like
good.
I don't like things about boys.
Yeah, I just don't,
I don't like stuff about young boys. I like stuff that's about grizzled big men.
Well, you can
What about
like
Wolverine?
both. Well, Wolverine's kind of different. Wolverine's
Logan's
over there.
the best one. That's the best one.
Yeah, but that's over in like the Sony universe. Those are the
What's
X-Men movies.
I don't know what the difference is. All these universes.
Yeah, there's the Marvel Studios universe, and then there's like the Sony universe. And those, I think it's Sony or Fox. I think it's Fox. That's where all the X-Men movies are. That's where like Deadpool and Logan and all the X-Men First Class movies. That's where those live.
But they're all Marvel, though. They are Marvel.
They all
right?
come from Marvel Comics, but they're in two different universes.
You make
brain.
my head hurt.
Oh.
Yeah,
My
that is-
brain hurt. I like Black Panther.
Black Panther was great.
very good.
Yeah. Black Panther was great.
Yeah.
I could really if you guys want me to break down some actual comic book continuity, I could really make your head hurt.
I don't know, man.
No, just tell me what you want to know, and I'll come back next time and tell you all
Next
about
time, all right. We're gonna
I don't
focus-
know what I want to know. You have to tell me what I want to
Yeah,
know.
I don't even know what. I don't know what I don't know. So
That is true. Well, I mean, it depends on if you want to know Marvel or DC lore. DC lore, if you want to know about pre-crisis, post-crisis, pre-crisis, or crisis, or 0 hour, any of that type
what's
of stuff.
the problem?
The continuity kind of keeps restarting each time.
Oh, I see.
So all the
I
stuff
like
happened
the Dark
before
Knight.
didn't happen.
That's what I like. I like the Dark Knight. That was my favorite one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Crisis on Infinite Earths, Infinite Crisis, Final Crisis.
Wow,
Yeah, a lot of crises.
a lot of crisis, a lot
Infinite
of drama.
Crisis. Infinite Crisis was the best one by far.
Well, that's a little-
Unbreakable.
That was not. I don't think that was very good.
I'm excited for it coming back. I'm excited for
is
the
it-
Split sequel.
It's coming back.
Yeah, I mean, because at the end of Split, you realize that it all tied into Unbreakable, and then
Yeah, but
they're coming back with
Did
it.
Split do well enough to get? I think he wanted to push the studio's hands, but I don't think that Split did very well.
Split did very well.
Did it?
Yeah, and I
see
like
Split.
Split.
You
I had
didn't
a
see
good
it?
time with it.
You liked it?
Yeah, I liked it. I had a good time with it.
I thought
It's
it was
very
okay.
silly. It's very campy.
silly. Yeah, it's silly. I just felt like it's one of those where I just didn't believe that the guy was that scary. Just kick him, hit him.
What was that horror movie with the grandparents that felt kind of like an M. Night Shyamalan
Dude,
movie?
that was
The Visit.
What was that one?
It was The Visit, and it was an M. Night Shyamalan movie.
It was.
That was a great
Yes.
movie.
Oh yeah. Well, I think I I assumed that it wasn't him because it was good.
He came back with it.
Yeah.
Well, M. Night Shyamalan, the whole thing was his whole thing was surprise endings, and now with social media, it's almost impossible to keep anything under wraps.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
his endings are constantly getting spoiled, and then it's like, oh, I get it. Okay, he was dead the whole time. Got it.
He actually still fucked up the ending with the credit sequence in The Visit.
How?
Because it's the credits so you get. Well, I don't want to get into it, because there's
dude,
a lot of
it's
people
2 years old.
Yeah, but you know what? I know. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be you. I'm not going to be you.
Wow.
Spoils everything.
It's 2 years old.
2 years
Check
is
it
not
out.
that long a time. There's so many movies out.
2 years is
you
a
know,
long
I'm gonna-
time.
I'm gonna ruin the movie for you.
There's some movies made in the 70s that I haven't seen. Or the 80s
Yeah,
or
but
the
then
90s.
you can't blame the person who tells you the end of like Easy Rider.
I think-
or Usual Suspects. Watch the movie or it gets spoiled for you.
Well-
and if you haven't seen The Visit, that is your fault. I'm not
No,
going to
it's
spoil
not.
it.
You know, a lot of people don't have time that you have, Ben.
Actually, people have a lot more time than I have.
Maybe. I tell you what, you know who didn't have a lot of time was that woman who shat at the Starbucks. I'm thinking about her quite a bit.
Oh, man.
This is a
All right.
full-on Duke she dropped like it was an egg.
And like so fast.
Yeah.
Like, it was-
and I like
what
how
she needed it.
She pulled the napkins, knowing what her end game was going to be. Because
Yeah.
she pulled the napkins, shat through the shit, which
Yeah.
is whoa, good move, and then wiped herself. She didn't ruin her pants.
Yeah,
That's nice.
she did. And then, oh man, yeah. I mean, you just got to trust people.
Rush
Oh no,
wiped
it's a
out,
Tim
though.
Hortons, by the way.
Oh, it was a. That's what I thought. Yeah, if they say they got to go, just trust them.
So was it in Canada? Because I know we still have a couple of Tim Hortons here in America.
I know. I
don't
wouldn't
know.
go to one. I don't go to Tim Hortons outside of Canada because I
Yeah.
don't give to other countries instead of to give back home. I give to home. I give to America.
That's very, very patriotic, Henry.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy.
You know, surprisingly, I kind of miss Canada.
I like. Hey, man,
You know-
Canada's a great place. People were very sweet. Our fans were very sweet. There were some snooty bartenders that I was confronted by for no reason. But
There are some snooty people here and there, but yeah, I do miss
They
it a
did
little.
good.
well, I'm sure we'll end up going back. At some
Yeah.
point.
I'm certain that we will go back.
I
want to go back.
I want to spend time in Calgary.
Calgary we did not spend. I would have rather spent time in Calgary than Toronto. I think.
And I want to I want to hang out with the Hart family.
There are people in Calgary punching themselves in the face just hearing that because there's like nothing in Calgary.
Yeah.
Everyone's just like, you want to come to fucking Calgary? And I get it because we went. It's so relaxing. It's fun.
I
Yeah.
like the vibe. Remember that the hip hop show that we saw in Calgary?
Yes,
that was great.
They were definitely Calgary, and it was definitely hip hop, and it was they were good.
It was so much fun. Yeah,
It was really reminded me of the Midwest.
It reminded
it's very Midwest.
It definitely reminded me. It reminded me of Texas.
Yep.
You know why? Because it's like that whole area. Like there's a lot more in common vertically in this country than in this continent than we like to think.
You know, and that's what this is. That's what people say when you go to another country and you say that you're from America. You're not. You're from the United States of America because North America, it's its own content, and each part of it has its own personality.
I can't wait for you. You're going to be a great father. You know,
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
All
To my
right,
5
everyone.
dogs.
Well, thank you so much for listening, and check out that Patreon interview we did with the Evil Genius folks. My God, it's interesting stuff. Hail yourselves, everyone.
you
Thank
do
you for
really
coming on,
good.
Marcus.
Yeah, thanks for having. This was really fun.
Yeah, it's easy.
It is very easy.
Hail Satan.
Magustalations, do you want to say a Hail Geen?
How keen.
All right.
Live, love,
Oh, no.
learn. Triple L. Trying to get it in there.
Everyone knows winter is the real mess maker. You don't need WeatherTech floor liners for summer, unless you hit the beach and half the beach ends up back in your car, or the campsite dirt ends up in your trunk. Then you'd want a cargo liner. Or a road trip goes sideways, lemonade spills, ketchup goes rogue, ice cream drips. Yeah, you'd be pretty happy about those WeatherTech seat protectors. So just to be clear as the mud you're inevitably going to step in this summer, you don't need WeatherTech. Unless you plan on doing summer. Visit WeatherTech.com today.
What would you do if you could get more? More dinner parties with friends. More gear for your garage band. More places to discover. What would you do if you could get more at Shell this summer with the Phil Lucky Sweepstakes? Stop by Shell, scan the QR code at the pump, and enter for a chance to win $100,000 or free fuel for a year. No purchase necessary. Ends 11:59 p.m. Central Time, August 28th. Open to U.S. DC residents 21+. Visit shell.us/phil-lucky for rules and entry details.